Alright, I got the bike on the rear stand, so I'm gonna go ahead and find where the bolt is to drain the oil. Looks like it's right above the exhaust here, so might have to cover the exhaust with something like this here. See, I think that's the bolt for the oil. But there's another bolt on this side too. Alright, the Grom has two bolts that look like they could be the oil drain plugs. This one here and this one here. But make sure when you're doing this, the one pointing downward is the oil drain plug. This one is the cam tensioner, cam chain tensioner. So no oil is going to be coming from this one, just this one here. So I'm going to have to figure out a way for the oil to not spill all over my exhaust. When I changed the oil in my 2013 Ninja 650, I didn't flush the engine. I just changed the oil, and when I looked through the sight glass, the Ninja had a sight glass here. This is just like a fake sight glass, but the oil looked like it wasn't even changed on the Ninja 650. So I kind of made a mistake. I should have flushed the oil a little bit. So in this one I'm gonna make sure to flush the oil. So I'm gonna warm up the oil, let it all drain out, and then put some new one in there, run the engine again and flush that as well, so that the internals are all clean on it. And then I'm gonna put the fresh oil in there. Alright, gonna run the bike just a little bit just to warm up the oil. Alright, we got neutral. Gonna let it run for a minute just to warm up the oil, and then I'm gonna drain it. Alright, the oil is warmed up. I'm gonna just put this aluminum foil around the exhaust here. Try not to burn myself. Ooh, hot. Okay, I got my 17 millimeter. Again, don't undo this one. Undo this bigger bolt that's right under the engine. So I'm gonna get my oil pan as well. All right. Oops, I went the wrong way. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that would be draining right onto the exhaust, so I got that covered and not to worry with that. Alright, I let the oil drain for a while. Now I'm gonna put the plug back on. Now I'm gonna fill the engine up with oil. I'm gonna remove this plug here. The dipstick and plug combo. Got a nice little vantage point from the bike seat. I'm gonna fill it up from here. This motul engine oil is actually red. I got a little worried when I filled it up the first time, when I topped it off a little bit. I think this was only half a quart left in this jug. I'm gonna set the bike down just so I can measure the oil correctly. I'm gonna flush this oil anyway. I just want to make sure that the correct amount is in there. Oh, we're going down slow. Okay. Alright. Bike's not dropped, so that's good. Alright. I had to top it off with a little bit of this new oil. I mixed it with the motul, but it doesn't really matter because this is gonna be just used to flush the engine out. And I'm gonna start it up. We're in neutral, so started it up, and just gonna run it a little bit just so it cleans out the engine, and I'm gonna add new oil again. Something I noticed when riding the Grom, it has a little bit of vibration. I don't know if you can pick it up, but the front wheel vibrates a little bit. I don't know if you see that, but when I hit the front brake, it stops the wheel from bouncing. I don't know if you see that there. And I hit the brake, and it stops from bouncing. Here you could probably see this. See that wire? When I hit the brake, it stops vibrating as much. Alright, I got the new oil in there. I'm gonna let it all flush out. That way it cleans the engine out some more. And it's about to be let out here. Alright, there we go. Letting that red oil spill out. You can tell that it's kind of almost clean, but it's definitely not as clean as it came out from the bottle. So the engine did get a little more cleaned out. Been about 5 minutes and it's still dripping out slowly, but I think it's a lot cleaner now inside. Gonna fill it up once again with oil, and the engine's gonna be super clean inside. This has been draining for a while now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the plug back in. Gonna wipe down this exhaust a little bit so that I don't have smoke coming off of it. As it turns out, I never even needed this rear stand. I just have this piece of wood there and it holds the bike almost level. Oh man, my battery was on the whole time. Make sure to turn your battery off when you're doing this. I hope the bike still can crank good, but it's standing almost upright, just a little bit tilted to the left, but not much. So I'm gonna put the new oil in there now. All right, putting the supertech in there now. This oil is pretty clear. It's like a slight yellow, but kind of like how oil is supposed to look, not red like the motul. So letting this drip off from the funnel. Alright, I got the dipstick, and now I'm gonna just put it inside the engine. I'm not gonna screw it on or anything. I got it on there, and I'm gonna just put the bike so it's completely balanced, so that I get an accurate reading on it. And not enough oil, so I'm gonna add more. Looks like we got the oil just right when I balanced the bike. Yeah, it's about right to the top line, so that's what I want in case it's burning a little oil. It won't get too low. I might as well share the cleanup too. This is empty, so I'm gonna dump my old oil all in there. Figured I'd share this part as well. They're gonna stay on there. Hopefully I don't make a mess. Oh, that was almost bad. Almost bad. Yeah, it's got a little bit of gold flakes in there. I don't know if you can tell in the sun. Nothing significant though. I think that's pretty normal. A little bit of gold shavings from the engine. Alright, my hands are clean. I'm just gonna wipe off any excess on the exhaust so we don't have any smoke going on. And we should be all set. The engine has brand new oil in it. It's super clean. It doesn't look black and dirty now. It's literally just like it's out of the bottle. Oil change is complete. I'm gonna run the bike one more time, make sure everything sounds right, looks right. And I'm gonna check the oil one more time after having the engine run, so that because that's a proper way to do it. Man, I love this headlight. This looks amazing at night.